take my medication, and I just literally landed. So I had to come into the public bathroom in the airport because it is medication time and it is what it is. I have to do what I have to do. So I'm stuck here in this bathroom about to take this medication. There's the clock. All right. So I got my bubble, slanted side. I'm gonna squeeze so that you could see it. It's clinic day, my first visit. I'm pretty excited to see how my eggs are responding to the Gonal injections. I don't know if I have mentioned yet, but my boyfriend is actually not with me. I'm by myself for the first, just the first part of the IVF process. He is still back home and he will be joining me soon, but he's gonna come closer to when he's actually needed, which is, for the egg collection, that part of the IVF. So he's not with me just yet. I'll be by myself for the first few days. So yeah, I'll just be, I'm thinking about what I want to do after this appointment. I'm not sure when they'll tell me to come back. Today is actually Friday, so I might be coming back on Monday, I'm just assuming. So we'll see when they want me to come back. If they say Tuesday or something, I'm thinking of hopping on a train and going to Budapest, or doing like some sort of day trip, something that'll keep me busy, sightseeing and being a tourist. So we'll see. I'm gonna decide after my appointment depending on what they say. So I will talk to you guys soon. Okay, so I left the clinic and she said that I have, it's still too early obviously, but as of now, they counted about 22 eggs, 22 follicles. She said I have many, and that she saw anywhere from, she saw some size 6s, some size 10s. I believe the 10 was the biggest. I'm still fairly early on. I'm only 7 days, cycle day 7, I mean. And as of now, I've been taking, the Gonal pen. I've been doing 150 IUs, and she wants me to up the dose starting tomorrow. So I'm gonna up the dose to 175, and she wants me to take it starting tomorrow, the 175, and then she's also adding in Centritide, and I'll start taking that also tomorrow, which is cycle day 8, and I'm gonna take that tomorrow and Sunday. And my next ultrasound appointment is on Monday. Today's Friday, so that it's on Monday. I do have PCOS, so women with PCOS tend to have a lot of follicles. So I don't know if 22 is, if that number is going to stay that way. These follicles still have tons of time to still grow. Some may disappear, so we'll see. But thank you so much. Thank you. Oh, this is humongous. Okay. Had I known, I would have only ordered the salad, and I thought it was like a little side salad. According to Google, Uh, the Gonal makes your follicles grow anywhere from 2 to 3 millimeters a day. So I'm hoping we see some growth. And I should know much more on Monday as far as my process. And probably on Monday is when I'll know more or less when egg collection will be. How cute is this bag? I'm actually leaving tonight to Budapest. It's a 6-hour drive. I was gonna take the train, but for some reason the train was longer. I guess well, it had one stop. It wasn't that bad. But anyways, the train was 9 hours, and then driving was 6 hours. Hi guys, I made it to Budapest and I'm at Mathis Church. I just bought a ticket, not to go in. So one amazing thing about doing IVF abroad is the amount of exercise you get in from walking everywhere. All I've been doing is walking all day long. One of my favorite buildings in the world, the Hungarian Parliament. It's so beautiful.
Дев'ять. Так, то було вправо.
I am on day 11, and I have a monitoring appointment tomorrow morning to see how my eggs are progressing. So far, I have 22 follicles they see, and some are on the smaller side, and they just want those to grow a little bit more. So my doctor did up my dose of Gonal from 175. I started off at 125, then they upped it to 175, and now I'm at 225. So I have a few small ones, and then my biggest one is about a size 17, and my smallest one is about a size 8. But in total, I have 24 follicles that they can see right now on the scan. Putting everything down just so I can get like a good idea of what I'm like. I have to write things down. So I had I had 10 on my right ovary, and then I had 14 on my left ovary. And my biggest one was a size 17. Again, this is on day 10. So my biggest one is a 17. Then I have 1 16. I have 3 that are 15. I have 2 that are 14. 1 that's 13. And then I have a 4 that are size 12. So now this starts to get into like the smaller side, right? So I have 2 that are 11. I have 3 that are 10. 2 that are 9. 3 that are 8s. And the smallest ones are 2 that are 7s. So they're all over the place. They're, all sizes, right? So that's when my doctor upped my dose from, now that was day 10, and she upped my dose from 175 to 225. So, and then told me to come back for monitoring in 2 days. So I should see some great improvement within, from, that was on Monday and tomorrow's Wednesday. So from these 2 days, I should see some great improvement, hopefully. That's why I'm kind of anxious to see what these numbers will be tomorrow when I go in tomorrow morning for monitoring. I'm curious, but that puts me at cycle day 12. And I don't know. She doesn't think, I did ask her, I said, so do you think egg collection will be like Friday or Thursday or something? And she's like, no, I don't think so. She doesn't think that it'll be on Friday. They'll probably tell me to administer the HCG shot on Friday. But we'll see. She said, well, she'll know more tomorrow. So I don't know. As far as bloating goes, so I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos and seeing how you girls are reacting to, the Sims and stuff. And I don't know, it's because maybe my follicles are still really small. But like I said, I have 24 follicles that they can see. And I feel just a little bit of bloating, like just a little heavy, but nothing uncomfortable, nothing that I'm like, this one girl was so uncomfortable and she couldn't sleep, and she's like, I don't think I could do this for another day. And like, I'm nowhere near that. So if I had to say from 1 to 10 how bloated I am, maybe like a 3. I don't know. I've been way more bloated on like a period. But I don't know. So we'll see. But I will say that my cervical mucus is, I've never seen that much cervical mucus ever. It's a lot. And I had to Google. I mean, it makes perfect sense that I would have a lot if your body's, making all these follicles. So it makes sense, but I did read that it's a normal symptom, and it's a great sign because it means that your estrogen is rising. So, but I'm just so shocked at how much it is. But that's a great thing. And as of last night, or this morning, I think it was, I started to get really sore nipples. And my actual breasts feel normal. Everything feels fine and normal. It's just the actual nipple is extremely sensitive and very tender and sore. That's a symptom that I get post ovulation, like the moment I ovulate and my progesterone rises. That's usually how I know I've ovulated, because my nipples get really sore like immediately once my progesterone has risen. So I got really nervous and I was like, oh my god, I definitely ovulated. Like, I only get this kind of sore nipples when I ovulate. So I started, Googling, of course, and I got into these forums, like, and a lot of people were actually saying the same thing, that they got really sore nipples during IVF, and like some people were concerned the way I was, and apparently that is actually very normal. So. Oh, the last thing I find weird is that my clinic has not taken any blood work for my estrogen levels, my progesterone, any of it. No hormone levels. They haven't taken any injections, any blood work for that. And at first I asked, and my very first visit when I was cycle day 7, and she said, "Oh no, it's not necessary. They did take blood work out, but that was for anesthesia, but they didn't do anything for hormones because she said it wasn't necessary." So I don't know if they just do things differently here, but I'm definitely going to ask further and get a real explanation to why they haven't, or why they're not going to, if they're gonna take my estrogen levels. I thought that was a pretty important part, and we shall see how these bad boys are doing, if they're, how much they have grown. I'm expecting to have some pretty big mature follicles, at least half of them. Definitely the ones that were size 12 and up. I do expect to see some major growth in those. And then the smaller ones, hopefully they're still hanging around and they grow, and hopefully that they're becoming a decent size as well, and then eventually egg collection day they'll still be around. So let's see if they still see 24 more or less. But I will update you guys in my next video or soon. Have a great night. It's nighttime here. I'm going to bed. I'm exhausted, and I will see you next time.